Hey Storyteller Squad, welcome to a brand new legacy challenge here on the channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome, or if you are returning, thank you for coming back to the channel. So today I am very excited because I am starting a legacy challenge that I actually recently wrote, and it is called the What Dreams Are Made Of Legacy Challenge Expanded. So this is actually my first expanded legacy challenge that I have ever written. So if you don't know about expanded legacy challenges, basically expanded legacy challenges usually have a lot of details in them, like giving gameplay paths that you can take if you do a certain thing in the game with the goals for each generation, as well as succession rules. But I will go over all of that here in a little bit when I tell you all about this generation. But this is my founder, and she is looking so beautiful, sporting her yellow and her orange. And the color for this generation is actually orange, so I did dress her in mostly orange, but she is so pretty and I love her. I spent like 2 hours on her, and I also spent a little bit of time today as well prepping everything and getting all her outfits together. So her name is actually Keahi Lona, and let me go over her traits really quick. Her traits are foodie, ambitious, and child of the islands. That is the requirements for this generation. She also has a couple of extra traits here because of the mods I have. But this legacy challenge is not modded. Like, you don't have to play with mods if you don't want to, but you are allowed. So she doesn't want a child right now, and that is all because with her backstory for this gen, she doesn't want to have a baby early on. Like, she really wants to be, you know, woohoo abstinent, so to speak, which goes into her next trait. She is actually woohoo abstinent, which means she has no interest in having woohoo outside of marriage. So she decided that early on she doesn't want to go and have woohoo with anyone until she has a ring on her finger. And there is a big backstory for that, so I will go over all of that here in a minute. But says she's indifferent to being romantically exclusive, which I actually am going to change because that does not fit her character very well. I thought that she would absolutely want a real relationship, but I went ahead and changed that because she actually, you know, prefers romantic exclusive relationships. So I felt like that made more sense than her being indifferent, and I'm sure that will go away here in a little bit whenever I get into gameplay. But looks like she still has both. But she's also shallow a little bit. She only cares about others' looks and will agree to have woohoo with anybody who is very attractive. So whenever she does find the right man for her, she actually wants him to be very attractive visually and on the inside. So I thought I'd give her the shallow trait just because of the fact that I feel like she wants somebody who is pretty much Prince Charming, so to speak. So she's not going to settle for less, so to speak. She's not going to lower her standards or anything. So she's also a generous lover, so she'll definitely want to take care of her husband. She'll want to do things for him, like cook, which brings me to the next thing. This generation is all about cooking. So yeah, she's going to be in the culinary career, and then she's going to own her own restaurant, and it's going to be a different kind of restaurant than people usually run. It's going to be a spicy food restaurant. So in order for her to do that, she's going to have to go to the city and learn all the spicy food recipes, which is going to be super fun. We're going to take a little trip for that in the future, but for right now, my girl is going to have 0 simoleons. But for right now, she has 30,000 because her family is over, and I had to get all of their details together. So let me just go ahead and go over her family really quick. So let's start with her bio dad over here. So this is her dad. This is Keahi Lona, and he is super cute. He's sporting his little painted overalls here, and I just think he's adorable. Like, he's such a cute dad. Like, he's the dad that, you know, would do anything for his daughter, and he's just such a sweet man. He has the foodie trait just like her, and that means that, like, basically they have bonded over food for like many years. Like he's literally taught her everything she knows, even though he's a painter and he, you know, goes and paints people's houses because he's an interior decorator. He also loves food. He has a passion for it, and he's also a love bug, which means he loves love. Like he falls in love really quickly, and he also has the paranoid trait, which the reason why he does is because he actually has you know, just some stuff that he's dealt with in his life that's made him want to kind of look over his shoulder and make sure people are not judging him. So he also prefers romantic exclusive relationships, and he would be happy to have a child. So yeah, he's such a cute dad, and like I said, he's actually in the interior decorator career. He's a level 6. So yeah, he's doing pretty well, and yeah, he has the super parent aspiration because he just wants to be the best dad, honestly. That's all he's ever wanted. And yeah, so let me go over here and actually show you his husband, which is actually, he's not a very nice guy. I would just say that. He is actually Kia's other dad. So he is actually all the way over here, and he honestly just has never been a big part of her life. He's always wanted to, you know, focus on his looks, focus on his fame, and, you know, that's why him and Kia do not have a very good relationship. And, you know, she's really distanced herself from him, and that's kind of made Jamari a little bit upset, honestly, just because Jamari wants, you know, them to get along, but they never really have, so that's been a problem. But his traits are actually adventurous, proper, self-absorbed, he's indifferent to being exclusive, and he doesn't want a child. So there is a bit of a story with this. So I will go ahead and tell you that Jamari, he actually years and years ago, probably more than 21 or 22 years, because Kia is actually 22. So years and years ago, he met him whenever he got a job for like decorating his house, and he fell for him, and it was unexpected, and they kind of jumped into things quickly. And you know, Jamari actually wanted a child, and Sunny actually was like, okay, whatever. He didn't really pay attention to him about it. He was just like, okay, whatever you want, that's fine. He was just too busy with doing all of his drag stuff. He just didn't really care. And so when that happened, Jamari actually set out to find a surrogate himself, and he met Manina. I'm not really sure how to say her name. All these names are Hawaiian, so I'm trying to, like, you know, trying to say them the best I can. Kia's name is Hawaiian, and hers and Jamari's is pretty easy to say. But yeah, here she is, and she's so pretty. I feel like she and Kia do look quite a bit alike, but I feel like maybe Kia looks a lot more like her dad, but I don't know. I see a bit of both of them. But yeah, she actually was sought after because, you know, he needed somebody to carry the child for him. So yeah, he got his, you know, sperm in a little dish, and you know, it was implanted into her egg, and she carried the child. And so yeah, she is actually the bio mom of Kia. And so these two have a bit of a complicated relationship. Like, they have been friends for so many years because they've been co-parenting Kia, because, you know, she's had to sit over here and watch Jamari actually have the worst time with Mr. Sunny over here, because their relationship has been so unpredictable. You know, one minute Sunny will be paying attention to him, having woohoo with him, and the next minute it'll just go up in flames and they'll have arguments, and she hates that for him. But she actually has been like the best mom ever. Like, she's super sweet. She's also a conservationist, so she's all about taking care of the environment. So she is the whole reason that they are living in Sulani. Like, so my little backstory is that basically they have been living in Sulani as long as Kia has been born. So I think Jamari probably grew up in a different world. I'm thinking he probably grew up in maybe Oasis Springs or something. And you know, he could only find a surrogate that was in Sulani. And, you know, Sony actually, he probably lived in Del Sol Valley, I would imagine. So, you know, Jamari, before, you know, Kia was even thought of, he met him in Del Sol Valley because he had to go and decorate his house. But yeah, so Jamari actually found her and she carried the baby. She carried Kia, and ever since they've been co-parenting in Sulani, that's where Kia grew up. So they've all been living in the same house. So yeah, Sony and Mahana, y'all are gonna have to tell me how to say her name because I am not entirely sure, and I hate butchering names. It makes me feel bad. But yeah, like, they don't have a good relationship at all. Like, she hates him. Like, honestly, she really dislikes him a lot. Like, she doesn't have a very high friendship bar with him. It's literally in the red. So yeah, she doesn't like him at all, and they have awful compatibility. So she just thinks that he's not right for him, and she thinks that it's terrible that he treats Kia like that as well. So yeah, this family is super chaotic and very complicated relationships going on because Mina, she actually, I believe, likes Jamari. Like, over the past years, like, of growing up, you know, watching Kia grow up together and, like, co-parenting and stuff, like, she's literally started to develop feelings for Jamari. And Jamari is still married to Sunny, so it's very complicated. But Kia, in the midst of all of this, decided to move into a rundown home. So this is the beach shack, and this is part of the challenge, the part of Generation 1 where you have to stay in a rundown beach shack. And let me tell you, this place is so disgusting. Like, I can't believe her family's letting her live here, but I guess her dad thinks, you know, it will build character and help her, you know, start from nothing and, you know, help her learn as she goes along, like, what it takes to actually become a real chef. And she'll also see that once she actually owns her own restaurant in the future too. Yeah, so here it is. I did decorate the inside. It did come unfurnished, but look at this. Look at how disgusting this is. Like, look at all the mold and the newspapers everywhere. And she did bring a couple of things from home. She brought, like, her little silverware and some of her jellies that she made and some dishes and her little trinkets as well. But here's a bed, and oh my gosh, there's a spider web over here. This is so gross. Oh my gosh. Oh girl, you're gonna have to clean up all these webs and everything too. And then we have just a standard bathroom, and it doesn't even have a place to put the toilet paper. She only has one roll. Well, we're definitely gonna have to shop for some more toilet paper then, girl. And then we have the family recipe book, which Jamari actually gave to her. So yeah, that is the rundown shack, and honestly, I am just so excited to start this challenge. So yeah, I decided to start a new legacy because I did a poll here on YouTube if y'all would rather me continue emoji or if you'd rather see a new legacy. So yeah, I just kind of prepped this all really fast today. I wasn't planning on prepping it this quickly, but I was so excited I couldn't resist, honestly. So yeah, but this is gonna be a really fun legacy. I really enjoyed writing it, and I still will be editing it as I go along if I need to. But I'm gonna go ahead and actually talk to y'all about the story for Generation 1 of this legacy. So this says, you may know the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge, where your Sims were never boring. Now there's a legacy where your Sims' ambitions make the game worth playing. Welcome to the What Dreams Are Made Of Legacy Challenge. I have written so many drama-filled challenges that really tested the game's storytelling abilities. This one is no exception, but with a more simplified, wholesome feel with a sprinkle of chaos. Inspired by the Whimsy Stories Expanded, Joy of Life Legacy Challenge, and Boba Tea Tales Legacy Challenge. So here are the general rules. Start with a Sim who's a young adult who can have children. Each gen start as a young adult unless specified differently. You may start working on goals for your next gen when they become a teen. Dress your Sims in the color for that gen and must complete the given goals to complete each gen. You can play on any lifespan you feel most happy playing on. You may only cheat to start the challenge, no cheating skills, careers, etc. If you want to move on and play with the next gen, then finish the current one on the side, feel free to do so. I have done that before. All the rules and goals are meant to be a guideline. If something doesn't go according to the challenge, don't worry, as long as you complete the goals, all is well. This legacy has a story for each gen that is only to help you know more about the gen. It's not meant to restrain your creativity or gameplay. In other words, you know, follow the storyline and the goals, but also you can add your own little creative twist to it as well. This legacy, I try to use less required packs. If you don't have a certain pack, please just skip that part. There will be an expanded edition to each gen, so you can have that option if you choose. So yeah, like I explained, yeah, this is an expanded legacy, so there's a bit more details to it, so that way it can give you more options for each gen of what to do with your Sims. And I'd love to see your playthrough of this legacy, so use the hashtag Sims for what dreams are made of legacy and tag me as Storytellerwhims. And then I have a whole section here about if you're new to playing legacies. I also have a little Google Doc here if you want to track your progress. I will link this Google Doc down below for you all. And then here are like a mod suggestions area if you all want to play with mods if you're on PC. So starting the challenge. Start the legacy with a young adult femme/mass sim. Live in an old beach shack with 0 simoleons, which I will cheat her money down as soon as I move her parents out. Story purposes, you may make family or friends, which I have done. Generation 1, spicy and sweet, so much heat. You are a sim who loves heat, whether that's living under the sun or eating food. Your dream is to own a restaurant full of spice. You're a sim who is less about love, more about fulfilling your goals. But you meet somebody that shares your love for hot food, then you build a life full of beach-filled days with your family. So the requirements for this gen are the aspiration beach life, traits, foodie, ambitious, and child of the island, color, burnt orange or dark orange, career, chef/restaurant owner. And then here are the goals. Start out in the culinary career and reach level 7, then open your restaurant, which you may cheat to buy it if you don't have the funds. Learn all the spicy cuisine from Sam Ishino stalls. Have a high spice tolerance. Max the cooking skill. Renovate your rundown beach shack as you progress. Have a garden full of vegetables. Own a 3-star restaurant. Marry someone who has the glutton trait. Have a child/children or adopt. Do beach activities with your partner and family like beachcombing, building sandcastles, etc. So the required packs for this are City Living, Dine Out, and Island Living. And then I have a base game version here if you want that. And then here is the expanded edition for this part. So the gameplay paths you can take are you have a very wholesome life, ticking off every goal. Your family life is very sweet and no chaos as well, but your restaurant fails and you have to move your family. Or you have a very chaotic time trying to achieve your dream, but you manage to build a very nice family. So I feel like she's going to follow somewhere in between this, most likely, but we're probably going to lean more towards path 2. And then here are the succession rules, which I will go over once we get to Gen 2. But yeah, this is the What Dreams Are Made Of Legacy Challenge. I am so proud of this legacy. It's like one of my favorite legacies I have ever written. Never Get Bored probably is my first, and then this one is a close second. So yeah, like I said, the rules will be linked down below for you if you want to go and play this for yourself. Okay, so she's just like over here talking to her family a little bit. You know, they're helping her settle into her rundown home. So I think they're just trying to make sure that it's not condemned too much for her. And I mean, that's so sweet of them. They are really good parents for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and give them hugs and thank them so much for everything that they've done. Like, you know, raising her and just being the best parents they can possibly be. Oh, go give your mom a hug. This is so sweet. Attraction alert. Oh my gosh. She is attracted to Jamari. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, she's like, well, I hope everything goes well, sweetie. Like, we know you can do this. I know it's gonna be rough trying to be a chef and starting out slow, but it'll go quicker than you think. She's like, thanks, Mom. She's like, I'm really excited to get started. And he's over here just like so proud of her. Like he's so happy that she's grown up to be such a strong, independent woman, and you know, he believes in her just like her mom does. Oh, look at them just getting on and bantering. It's so freaking cute. So I think we're gonna go ahead and have them leave. We're just gonna have them go ahead and go home because honestly, I want to go ahead and start working on some stuff with her. So I think I'm gonna have them go ahead and be removed from the family, and I'll get them into their house here in a little bit off of camera. Where did he go? Where did Sony go? Sony, where are you at? Oh, he decided he wanted to come over here and take a dip. Well, that is so like him. He's probably missing his expensive spa, his expensive hot tub. Well, girl, let's go ahead and get started. Let's come inside and actually get to see your rundown home. So yeah, this place is really condemned and it's not looking great, but she's gonna make it better. I know she will. So I do also want to get her into her career, so we're gonna do that really quickly. I think I did turn on the power, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's off the grid. Oh, I forgot that this place is off the grid. Okay, we're gonna have to turn that off because she has to get into her career. So we're gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna have her go ahead and get into her career. Let's go ahead and go here, and we're gonna join the career, girl. Time to join the culinary career. Oh my gosh, this is the first step to her life on her own, and it's so exciting. I cannot wait for her to get into it. So we're gonna go down here and get into the culinary career. Culinary, anyone can make dinner or mix a drink at home. Culinary career is for those who want to take it to another level and make money doing it. Career branch is chef and a mixologist. So she's gonna be an assistant dishwasher. Her 15 simoleons per hour, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is her work hours. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Okay, girl, you start working 21 hours. So we should probably start to work on your cooking skill a little bit. So let's come over here and first of all, write down this family recipe that your dad told you about. No, we're not gonna cook. We're gonna actually go and make a family recipe. So the family recipe that her dad had taught her about was the salad with the hot beans in it. So let's go ahead and get the black beans. So these are the beans that she actually was told to put in her salad as a kid. This is a special family recipe that her dad knew from his parents, and his parents were actually really great chefs and had their own restaurant as well, which actually ended up having to be shut down at one point. So yeah, that's really sad, and her grandparents actually did pass away short after that. So yeah, but I'm so happy that she's gonna get to cook in memory of her grandparents and, you know, make her mom and dad proud. So we're gonna call this the black bean family recipe. Or we could call it the black bean salad family recipe, and it's gonna give a moodlet booster, which is awesome. So yeah, she's gonna actually go and make this. So I think it's just so wholesome, the fact that she's actually coming over here and the first meal she's making is this family recipe she was taught. And I think the black bean salad is what made her actually fall in love with spicy food. And I just love that. And even though her family relationship is very complicated and it's difficult, she wants to build a wholesome family life for herself and her kids in the future. And that is also why, like I said, that she is actually abstinent and doesn't want to have woohoo until she is married, is because she doesn't want to jump into having anything too quickly. She wants to really think about it. Unlike her dad, who, you know, ended up having her from, you know, going too fast with Sony, and, you know, Sony wasn't really into it. You know, Sony just yesed him to death and said, okay, if you want a child, go do it. So yeah, things are really complicated with her family, and I just see that being the whole reason why she wants to, you know, be on her own and start working towards her goals and her dreams, and then put romance on the back burner for the time being. Oh girl, look at this! You did so well! Oh, it's literally shimmering. Look at that. Look at how good this food looks. Oh my gosh, she's a professional chef already, and it's only the first episode. Oh my gosh, she's learned from the best. She's learned from her dad, and she's also learned to harness the ingredients that the earth gives her from her mom and take care of the planet. And I mean, you know, she's living in Sulani. It's a very beautiful world, and as she actually goes through this generation, we are going to get to see all the lots, all the beautiful lots that a lot of people on the gallery have created. I have actually really gone into detail with all of the lots. So yeah, she'll get to go to some really nice lots here in Sulani, and there's actually some Sims as well that I got off the gallery and gave makeovers, which she will be meeting, who will also be potential lovers in the future. But here is a view of Sulani, and it is so gorgeous. It is so pretty. Look at this. She's got a little waterfall over here. She's got like the view of the fair. So there is like a Sulani fair that she has been going to since she was a child. And here it is. Look how beautiful this is. She will actually be going here in one of the episodes. I could see her coming here quite often with her friends. But look at this view. Look at how pretty it looks. Like, I just can't get enough of Sulani. I'm actually playing in Sulani in my 100 matches challenge as well. If you want to go check out that challenge, I will put it in the top right hand corner for you. But yes, I am just really excited to be playing this legacy. I actually was really tired of Tragic. I mean, I was really hoping I'd be into it, but Tragic just, you know, wasn't really for me. And I'm so happy to start this legacy and it be quite different than any other legacy. But I can definitely see myself being really into it because I'm already super excited. So I'm gonna have her come over here and go pee real quick. I just want her to kind of freshen up a little bit. She has actually been moving all her stuff over for a while today. So yeah, she's been super busy with that, with her family, and also, you know, been really tired from, you know, talking to her family all day as well. Oh my gosh, what's this? Is this the spirits? Oh my gosh, these are the island spirits wishing her luck with her new journey and her new life. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Maybe it's her grandparents. Oh, that's so sweet. I think it's because she actually has the Child of the Islands. So these Sims experience a spiritual connection to islands of Sulani, honor the islands by partaking in their culture, summon powerful elements, and reap the rewards of their blessings. So yeah, she's being blessed by the island spirits, which is so sweet. I love that. But we're actually going to go for right now. I'm going to actually have her travel. I do need to cheat her money down really quick because we're supposed to start with 0 simoleons. So she is starting off rough. She is literally doing rags to riches, and I am here for it. Never Get Bored started off rags to riches as well, and I had so much fun with it. So I don't doubt this one's gonna make me enjoy it a lot as well. I just had a little bit of a hard time trying to explain to y'all the family connections because, you know, it's a very different family dynamic than I usually go for with my Sims, but I love it. I love all the details and the representation. I think it's really good to have that and show that, you know, gay couples can have kids and all of that. So yeah, but we're gonna actually have her head off to, maybe we could go to the beach. I think I want to have her go chill out at the beach a little bit. You know, maybe she needs to relax on a towel and just kind of drink a little bit and just get to relax after everything that happened with her family. You know, talking with them just is really tiring. So here we are. We are here at the beach. And honestly, this is a pretty lot. Like, I love this lot. I think it's just so gorgeous. Like, the people in the gallery just do so well with building. Like, I only build once in a while, so I do get lots of lots off the gallery. But yeah, we're gonna have her go ahead and come over here and relax. I do want her to come and maybe get into her swimsuit. We're gonna go and sunbathe in her swimwear. And I do want her to actually get her a drink as well. I'm not really sure what her favorite drink is, but I bet it's probably sparkling water, because a lot of Sims actually love sparkling water, I've noticed. But I did want to talk about her tattoos as well. So she has this little floral tattoo on her chest that I actually found on the gallery, because we have lots of cool tattoos on the gallery now. We have a section for it. She has a bean tattoo on her back because she's into spicy food, and I thought that that would represent it really well. I couldn't find a pepper or anything in the tattoo section on the gallery, so I just went with it. But it looks like a lady's coming over here. Mila is coming over here to sunbathe too. Well, maybe she had some family problems and needed to relax. So, girls are gonna be relaxing together, which is so sweet. I love that. Maybe she could be like our mentor or something. Maybe she knows about cooking. Because I don't think she wants to be calling up her dad every second, because she knows her dad's going to try to get her to communicate with Sony and try to be, you know, try to be at least friends with him, which she can't seem to do because Sony is such a bad guy, and she doesn't want to tell her dad that. So, but she's just over here sunbathing. Girl, do you need to put some sunscreen on? Because, like, girl, I don't want you to burn. Apply sunburn protection. Girl, yes, do that. Please do that and take care of yourself. Oh my gosh, look at her. Look at her, look at her. She's so cute in her little butterfly swimwear. Like, I love this. I love seeing her getting to chill out on the beach. I really don't play in Sulani enough, and I love to see my sim actually getting to, you know, go to the beach and be in this beautiful world. I wish we got a lot more stuff with Sulani than we did with Island Living, but we just didn't. I was hoping to get pack refreshes, but we haven't gotten that, and I don't think we are. But I still love this world, and I still love getting to play in it. So I think I'm gonna have her, after she's done with that, I think I'm gonna have her come over here and actually do a little bit of drawing in the sand. We're gonna draw a star in the sand to kind of give her good luck towards her culinary journey, her dreams, because I honestly could see her being into astrology as well, like wanting to go and watch the stars and kind of let it guide her as well, because I feel like that's kind of a Moana moment as well, because, you know, Moana followed the stars to find the other islands, and yeah, I could see her doing that as well. Is there a place to come and get a drink? I don't think there is. I don't think there's a place here to drink, but I guess we're gonna have to go to the bar for that. Good thing I did put a couple of places down for that, but is there anywhere to get anything to eat? I would like for her to have maybe just like some hydration, because it is pretty warm here. Oh, here's a little food stall. Let's come over here and actually order some food. Can we order anything? Oh, right, we're broke. We don't have any money for that. Well, girl, hopefully whenever you go to work tomorrow, we're gonna get some good money from that. But I'm trying to see if there's any people around that we could actually become friends with. I do need to put some more people in the world. But oh my gosh, here is one of the guys that I actually got off the gallery and put down in the world. This is Emmett Sprague, and he's a beach goer. Oh my gosh, look how handsome he is. Girl, why don't you come and introduce yourself? I know that we're not supposed to get into romance soon, but we do need to at least come and meet him, because I'm curious. I'm curious if she's gonna hit it off with him or not. So she's gonna come over here and see him. Oh my gosh, she is instantly attracted to him. Kia feels instantly attracted to Emmett. Sims become attracted or unattracted to others based on their turn-ons and turn-offs. Oh my gosh, not her being attracted to him immediately. Girl, don't be like your dad. Oh my gosh, isn't the whole point of moving out to like be different and not like go and be getting into relationships too soon and focus on your culinary career? Well, I don't see a problem with just being friendly, you know. Maybe we could just like get to know him a little bit and maybe share some photos of the beach. So she's like, hi, I'm Kia. and he's like, hi, I'm Emmett. So they're just like having a conversation about the beach. He's like, so do you come here often? He's like, yeah, I love to go on a little jog here. She's like, oh, really? She's like, I actually got some pictures of the ocean. Like, look how beautiful it looks in this lighting. He's like, yeah. He's like, I love it. I love to go swimming as well. She's like, oh, really? She's like, I think the water temperature is just so nice during this time of year. And he's like, yeah. He's like, it does feel really nice on my skin. Okay, girl. Well, let's like, maybe describe new idea with him. She's like, so I just started the culinary career. What career are you in? And he's like, oh, I don't really have a career. I think my career is just laying on the beach. And she's like, oh, so you don't really do anything? He's like, no. He's like, I like to just sit and drink and, you know, watch people. She's like, oh, well, that's nice. So she, you know, has never been in a relationship. I don't know if y'all can tell, but she's a little bit awkward. She actually has never been with anyone, and she's never had woohoo. Like I said, she's woohoo abstinent, so she doesn't even know how to talk to a guy. Like, she literally has kind of been sheltered as well. Like, her parents, you know, wanted her to do things, like wanted her to like go on little trips and stuff, and you know, like spend time with them, but she was kind of sheltered, so she doesn't really know how to talk to this man, and she's instantly attracted to him. So oh my gosh, he's just so good looking, like for real. Like, I did some good work giving him a makeover, but shout out to whoever made him. I did change his name from the base sim that I got, but he is so handsome. But yeah, she's definitely gonna have to work on her charisma a little bit if she wants to be talking to these guys that I put down in the world. And I do actually want her to get some girlfriends to like hang out with and, you know, kind of distract her from romance, because I really don't want her to focus on romance. I want to be different with this legacy and not have her be pregnant in the first 3 episodes. So yeah, we're gonna, in the next episode, focus on her career a little bit. I really want her to work on her cooking skill. I want her to potentially meet some girlfriends and hang out with them, go to the bar and drink a little bit. But this episode was just about talking about the family and about the challenge and just getting to know Keahi a little bit, because she is my founder and she is so gorgeous. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode and are excited about the What Dreams Are Made Of Legacy Challenge. Thank you all so much for all the support here on my channel, and thank you for voting on the poll for this new legacy. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your comments down below about this legacy and about Keahi and her family drama and about her actually being attracted to Emmett in the first episode. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all are having a peaceful day, and I will speak to you all next time. Bye, Storyteller Squad.